Greetings of the day to everyone. In this video, we will discuss second chapter of class 7th, that is nutrition in animals. We have started with the buccal cavity in previous video, and we have discussed salivary glands and teeth over there. Here we are going to start with the tongue, the next part of buccal cavity. Tongue. So tongue is a muscular organ that is attached to the base of the buccal cavity on one end, and it is free on the other end. We can move the tongue in all direction. Am I right? All of us can move the tongue in all direction because it is free from here. Okay, and at the back it is attached to the base of the buccal cavity. Tongue helps to detect taste in the food due to presence of taste buds. Right? We get to know after eating something it is sweet, it is salty, it is sour, it is bitter. How we get to know the tastes? Because taste buds are there on our tongue. So, what is the main function of tongue? To identify the taste. Okay, and it also helps the food to get mixed with saliva so that it could be swallowed easily. Alright, so these are the functions of our tongue. Along with this, it also helps us to speak. Okay, when we speak, we use our tongue also. Okay, so these are the functions of tongue. Now tongue is having different regions which identify the different tastes. Are you able to see in this picture? Okay, this region. This is the region for sweet. Okay, it indicates the sweetness of the food. The front one. This one. It indicates the sour things like lemon, etc. Okay, what it indicates? Sourness of the food. Alright. Salty. The taste buds are present on this area for salt to identify the salty taste. Okay, and if I talk about bitter, then here they are present. बिल्कुल पीछे की तरफ, right? हमारी tongue पे. Here they are, the taste buds are present for the bitter. Okay, so tongue helps to swallow the food and helps us to speak also. Alright, this is about the buccal cavity. Now look at this digestive system. What is next? The chewed food will be pushed from the buccal cavity, right, to long muscular tube. What that tube is called? Esophagus or food pipe we can say. है ना? अब ये कहाँ ना कहाँ जाएगा? जो कि आपने हाफ च्यू किया है अपने माउथ से, it will go into food pipe that or esophagus. अब food pipe से food कहाँ पास होगा esophagus से? It will go through pharynx. All right? Are you able to see this? This is the pharynx region. Okay? Is it clear? So pharynx is the common passage between mouth and the food pipe and nose and the windpipe. Okay? We know that we breathe through our nose and it goes into our windpipe and finally into our lungs. Lungs के अंदर कहाँ जाते हैं? Bronchi, फिर bronchioles, then alveoli, right? We have studied these things. Okay, so food pipe and जो wind pipe होता है, दोनों का एक common passage होता है, that is pharynx. Okay, so when we swallow the food, a flap-like structure which is known as epiglottis closes this passage of windpipe and guides the food to the esophagus. खाने को esophagus में ही proper जाने देता है and it doesn't allow the food to go into the windpipe. Okay, so, but if I'll keep on speaking at that time, what will happen? some food particles may enter into the windpipe and then it gets choked and results in cough or hiccups, right? कभी हम खाते खाते बोलते हैं तो एकदम से अटक जाता है ना खाना. So how it happens? That food particles may enter into the windpipe in this condition and it gets choked and result in cough or hiccups. Okay, so this is the esophagus. What happens in this esophagus? Are you able to see over here? The contraction is going on in this area. So just because of these contraction and relaxation, okay, contraction and relaxation only it is possible that food will go down. And what these types of movements are called? These types of movements are known as peristalsis. Okay, what these movements are known as? Peristalsis. Okay, so digestion नहीं होता esophagus में. क्या होता है? Only the movement of food occurs in esophagus. And how? Through the contraction and relaxation of the muscles of esophagus. Okay, now after esophagus, where the food will go? Obviously into the stomach. What is a stomach? It is a J-shaped thick wall bag like structure. Okay, muscular bag. So inner wall of the stomach secretes HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, mucus and pepsin. Hydrochloric acid क्या करेगा? It will kill the bacteria that enters with the food in our body. जितने भी बैक्टीरिया हमारे खाने में एंटर करेंगे उनको किल करेगा हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, दैट इज HCl. ओके, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड provides acidic medium for the activation of pepsin. ओके, इसी के वजह से पेप्सिन भी एक्टिवेट हो जाता है. ऑलराइट, नाउ व्हाट दिस हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड विल डू? It makes the medium acidic in our stomach. So you must have observed sometime that if we have not eaten something since morning or we are on fasting, then we feel acidity. Why it happens? Because it hardly matters whether we have eaten something or not, the stomach will release the hydrochloric acid. And if we will not put anything into our stomach to get digested, what will happen? उस एसिड की वजह से हमें एसिडिटी फील होगी. व्हाट वी डू दैट टाइम? वी यूज टू टेक एंटी एसिड्स लाइक इनो एट्सेट्रा. ओके, व्हाट दैट विल डू? व्हाट द इनो विल डू? व्हाट द एंटी एसिड्स विल डू? दे विल acids and base when reacts they made salts. Okay, whenever any acid reacts with any base, salts are formed. तो आपके स्टमक में सॉल्ट बन जाएगा बिकॉज जो आप इनो या कोई एंटी एसिड टैबलेट लेते हो इट कैरीज बेस इन दैट. सो एसिड एंड बेस मिला के सॉल्ट्स बन जाता है एंड when the salts are being formed we feel relaxed from acidity. Okay, so hydrochloric acid provides acidic medium for the activation of pepsin also. And mucus, what is the function of mucus? Are you able to see the inner lining of stomach? Okay, ये जो अंदर की वॉल है स्टमक की, mucus will protect this wall, inner wall. किससे बचाएगी? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड से. Okay, because that hydrochloric acid may damage this. So what is the function of this mucus? What it do? Mucus protect the inner lining of the stomach from the action of acid. And what the pepsin do? Pepsin partially digested the proteins and form peptones. Okay, so are you able to see over here? Proteins are converted into peptones. in the stomach in the acidic medium by the action of pepsin. Okay. The food has now been turned into chyme. What is chyme? The half digested food, the partially digested semi-solid food in the stomach is called chyme. Okay. Now where this will go and how we get to know that how the food about these hydrochloric acid and mucus glands, how we get to know. It is also there's a interesting story about this related to Martin, Sir Martin. You know how the discovery occurs for the working of the stomach? It was discovered by an strange accident. In 1822, a man named Alexis Saint Martin was hit by a shotgun. The bullet damaged his abdomen and made a hole in his stomach. उसके स्टमक के अंदर होल हो गया. फिर उसका ट्रीटमेंट किसने किया? एक अमेरिकन डॉक्टर ने. ओके, डॉक्टर विलियम ब्योमंट treated him and the doctor was able to save his life, but he was unable to close the hole. So he left it bandaged only. उस होल को बंद नहीं कर पाए थे. बैंडेज के थ्रू सिर्फ उन्होंने स्टमक को कवर कर रखा था and he was not able to do this. 1822 की बात है. Okay, so that time we were not having so many facilities with us. All right. So doctor ने क्या किया? He took this as a great opportunity to see inside the stomach. He started checking what is going on in the stomach. He made wonderful discoveries about the working of the stomach. Stomach churns the food. है ना, बिल्कुल चर्निंग हो रही थी, जैसे पिसाई होती है, बिल्कुल चर्न हो रहा था फूड. वहाँ पर वॉल्स जो थी स्टोमक की वो फ्लूइड सिक्रीट कर रही थी और डाइजेशन में हेल्प मिल रही थी उससे. एंड ऑफ द स्टमक ओपन्स इनटू द इंटेस्टाइन only after the digestion of food in the stomach is completed. जो स्टमक का दूसरा एंड था जहाँ से वो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में फूड जा रहा था, that was not opened. Okay, so the end of stomach opens into the intestine only after the digestion of food in the stomach is completed. So this is the small intestine. Okay, it's called small, but it is too long, almost 7.5 meter in length. I hope you guys must be aware of 1 meter. We asked to the shopkeeper to give 1 meter of clothes. It's almost too big, right? So 7.5 meter in length, but it remains coiled. Okay, so small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal, we can say, and liver and pancreas release their fluids through a common duct in the small intestine. और जो small intestinal juices भी secrete करती है जो कि digestion में help करते हैं. Okay, is it clear to you? This is the stomach, this is the liver. All right, now let's talk about the liver. What is liver? Reddish brown gland. कहाँ situated होती है? It is situated on the right side in the upper part of abdomen. हमारे abdomen के upper part में right side में liver होता है. ठीक है? And liver secretes bile juice. What it secretes? Bile juice. Bile juice is stored in the gallbladder. Bile juice helps in the digestion of fats. What is the function of bile juice? Digest fats. Okay, proteins are digested over there with the help of pepsin and they get converted into peptones. Now here what is getting digested? Fats. कौन डाइजेस्ट करने में हेल्प कर रहा है? बाइल जूस. बाइल जूस कौन सिक्रीट कर रहा है? लिवर. स्टोर कहाँ पे होता है? गॉल ब्लैडर में. ओके, so bile juice break the bigger droplets of fat into small droplets and make their digestion easier. Okay, so fats को digest करता है and fatty acid and glycerol में convert होने में help करता है. Okay, Now come to the pancreas. Pancreas is a large cream colored gland. Are you able to see in this picture? Okay, it is the large cream colored gland. Where it is present? It is present just below the stomach and secretes pancreatic juice and releases it directly into the stomach. Okay, releases its pancreatic juice into the not in the stomach. It secretes it into the intestine. So pancreatic juice act on carbohydrate, fat and protein and change them into simpler forms. Okay, I repeat myself. Pancreatic juice act on carbohydrate, fat and protein and change them into simpler forms. Now if I talk about intestinal juice completes the digestion of carbohydrate, fats and protein. पूरा digestion हो जाता है intestinal juices के through, and carbohydrate convert into glucose, protein into amino acid and fats into fatty acid and glycerol. So all get converted into simpler form so that our body would be able to take nutritions from them. Okay, and to take the required energy. All right, so are you able to see small intestine में क्या क्या changes होते हैं? Carbohydrate get changed into glucose, protein get changed into amino acids and fat get changed into fatty acids and glycerols. Okay, I hope it must be clear to you. कार्बोहाइड्रेट को ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट करने में कौन हेल्प करता है? इंटेस्टाइनल juices. So all these processes are going on in intestinal juices and carbohydrate, fats and proteins are getting converted into glucose, fatty acid, glycerol and amino acids. Now स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में फूड डाइजेस्ट हो गया. अब क्या होगा? अब उसका एब्जॉर्प्शन होगा. ओके, एब्जॉर्प्शन कैसे होगा? किससे होगा? विलाई से. व्हाट आर दीज विलाई? Villi are the small finger-like projection on the inner wall of small intestine. Okay, are you able to see villi in this diagram? So each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels. Are you able to see these blood vessels inside? Okay, so they are having blood vessels called capillaries which are close to the surface. अब ये villi क्या करते हैं? What is the function of these villi? Why these finger-like projections are present in a small intestine? To increase the surface area of that. Okay, for absorption of food. जितना ज़्यादा surface area होगा, see, one I am having this and one I am having now. Let me know which one is having more surface for absorption. Food can absorb from here, 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 from anywhere, right? Obviously, if the walls are having these finger-like projections which are known as villi, then it will be having more area for absorption. Okay, so villi absorb the digested food material and passes them to the blood capillaries. Okay, they increase the surface area of a small intestine for more and more absorption of food. Okay, now it has gone to the blood capillaries, the digested food. So the process of utilization of the absorbed food is known as assimilation. So now the blood will carry this absorbed food from the small intestine to the different organs of the body. Okay, अब अमीनो एसिड्स जो यूज़ किए जाते हैं बॉडी के लिए, बॉडी यूज़ करता है ग्रोथ के लिए एंड रिपेयर of the damaged body part. Okay, I have told you that amino acids are being made. Look over here. Okay, प्रोटीन से क्या बन गया था? अमीनो एसिड. अब ये अमीनो एसिड्स क्या करेंगे? What are the function of amino acid? That your body will use these amino acids for what? Our body will use this for a growth and repair of the damaged body cell. And glucose will break down with the help of oxygen. Glucose break down with the help of oxygen, and carbon dioxide and water are evolved. Okay, and energy is also produced in this process. So this energy is used in the different processes of our life की जितने भी हमारी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस हैं उन सब के लिए हमें एनर्जी चाहिए. दैट एनर्जी विल बी यूज्ड फॉर दैट. ओके, so glucose will break down with the help of oxygen. What this is called? Yes, respiration. Okay, I have told you C6H12O6 glucose will react with oxygen and carbon dioxide gas will be released that we exhale from our nose while breathing out. Water will be formed. Water vapor also we exhale out along with carbon dioxide, and energy is formed in the form of ATP. What is ATP? ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, what I have told you, this is the, ये जो मैंने आपको बताया, this is aerobic respiration. Okay, this is aerobic respiration in which 36 ATPs are released. Anaerobic respiration also occurs in our body. When it occurs, when oxygen is not there. Anaerobic means in the absence of oxygen. Aerobic means in the presence of oxygen. Okay, so anaerobic, no oxygen is there. And what is the final product for this? The final product for anaerobic is ethyl alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus 2 ATP. Okay, I hope it must be clear to you now that what happens to the glucose which is formed over here. यहाँ पर बना था, है ना. अमीनो एसिड तो हमारे बॉडी के वॉन एंड टॉन टिश्यूज़ के लिए यूज़ हो गया, एंड ग्लूकोज का रेस्पिरेशन के लिए यूज़ हो गया. ओके, are you able to see? Loss of hydrogen atom, carbon dioxide and water, and energy is stored in ATP. Okay, now let's discuss our next point. Our next topic is assimilation. What is assimilation? See, glucose gives instant energy, right? Glucose is a simple sugar जो कि जिसको और तोड़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Okay, it does not need to be broken down further. It is directly absorbed and releases energy in our body. Okay, now we have talked about amino acids. We have used them. Glucose is being used to give the energy. Now what about fatty acids and glycerols? What is the function of fatty acid and glycerol? They will be used, they will act as energy reservoirs. Okay, energy reserve करते हैं, and they are stored under the skin. Okay, are you able to see here? Under the skin, fatty acid and glycerols are stored. Okay. Now our next topic we will discuss in next video. Thank you.